Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Drake University senior, recent graduate, Alen Salibasic from Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina, received the NCAA Elite 89 award for the second straight year at the 2015 NCAA Division I Men's Tennis Championship. Salibasic, an international business and finance major, maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA. The number one Bulldog singles player finished the 2015 season with a 25-10 singles record. The Elite 89, an award founded by the NCAA, recognizes the true essence of the student athlete by honoring the individual who has reached the pinnacle of competition at the national championship level in his or her sport, while achieving the highest academic standard among his or her peers. Hey Alen, once again, congratulations on a stellar college tennis and academic career at Drake.
Last week, what an accomplishment. You won the NCAA Elite 89 award for the highest GPA average of all the male tennis players at the NCAA championships. What does this mean to you? You've won it 2 years in a row. This has got to be just a highlight of anyone's career. What does it mean to you, Alen?
Well, thanks for the kind wishes, first of all, Con. Winning the award definitely meant a lot to me, and it reminded me of the goals that I set for myself at the start of the year. One of them was definitely to make the NCAA tournament again. Last year I got a taste of the level of competition at the event, and I really wanted to be part of it again, especially considering that this was my last year as collegiate athlete. Winning the NCAA award, having the highest GPA average of the tennis players at the NCAA championship. So that just reminded me of the goals that I set for myself.
How proud are you, Alen, to do this for Drake?
Oh, I'm very proud. I'm a Bulldog through and through, and I try to represent Drake in the best light possible.
Hey, we're bragging on your academics, but now your tennis comes up because you had a very good career, an outstanding career. You had wins over guys that were number 1, number 5, number 13 in the 2014-2015 rankings. Looking back, what are some of the most memorable times for you?
Well, as you mentioned, definitely being the number 1 guy from Louisville. He was ranked number 5 during that time. That was definitely one of the matches I won't forget. I probably played my best tennis this season so far. However, my favorite moment is still the match against TCU in the first round of the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. The reason why is the passion and incredible energy that we brought that day against TCU's team. You got to understand that year the entire team, the whole season was geared toward winning that first round and writing school history. It would be the first time in program history that the men's tennis team has won first round in the NCAA tournament, so that was a big deal for us.
I agree with you. That was quite huge. Alen, you were born during a time of war in your country. What was that like, and what impact did that have on your very strong work ethic?
As you mentioned, it was wartime in Bosnia between 92 and 95, and my parents fled the country during that period. My mom was pregnant with me, so they tried to seek a safer place to raise a child, and they decided to go to Germany. And we lived there for 3 years, and employment opportunities were pretty limited for my parents. And once the war was over, they decided to go back to Bosnia. And when we got there, the war was over, but the country was pretty much torn apart, and everyone was trying to recoup their losses, reconstruct what had been torn down. So my parents worked a lot during that time. I remember my dad working 12-hour shifts or 14-hour shifts a day. It was all because they wanted to have a nice life afterwards, to make sure that we don't lack in anything. I always looked up to them. I think that influenced me, had me develop a strong work ethic myself.
Alen, you majored in international business. You like to crunch numbers, I understand, but your English is quite strong. How important is it to you personally to represent yourself as a very intelligent and a very well-mannered young man?
It does matter to me. I try to represent myself the best impression I can, and it really bothered me that I wasn't able to when I first got to the States. I couldn't keep up on a conversation, but my papers were not good at all. I was struggling with papers. I didn't have the vocabulary or sentence structure, so I was really frustrated with that. And it mattered to me because, I can do better than that. And writing workshops allow me better to express myself.
You've been here in the U.S., and your parents are back home. How tough of a sacrifice is that for both you and your folks?
It gets difficult at times, especially now with my little brother. He's 6 years old, but I haven't seen him much in the last 5 years, really. And I'm sad that I can't be there for him. That's part of the sacrifice. I've been away from home since I was 15, pretty much, to that, but we both know that once we get time to spend together, we always make the best out of it.
Hey, talking about some fun, my friend, you're returning to Nantucket, Massachusetts. What did you learn from your experience of working there last summer in America's summer tourist capital of the Northeast?
Nantucket was definitely a great gig. I had a lot of fun there, and I definitely learned about the differences between the Midwest and the East Coast. I liked it. I can see myself going there. What I learned, a lot of cities like Boston, New York, and all the cities in the East Coast got very successful. I feel like I wanted to make it, I would have to seek for those opportunities there. As you probably know, we joined the Princeton tennis staff next fall, and I'll be looking hopefully to continue with my education there as well.
Well, I know the coach, Billy Pate, is excited at Princeton to have you there. What are you looking most forward to, and what are you excited to being involved with the tennis program there and perhaps going on to some grad work?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to experience the Ivy League school. It was always one of my dreams to be to end up in one of those institutions, and I just want to see if that'll be the right place for me and strive for something like that. Definitely looking forward to helping out their team.
Well, Alen, all of us are looking forward to following your success, not only on the tennis court while you're at Princeton, but also in the classroom and what comes after all your degrees. Best of luck. So great getting to know you, Alen.
Thank you, Charles. It was a pleasure.
It is an honor and a privilege to know a hardworking, high-achieving, success-bound college player like you. Best of luck, Alen.